Eddie, 2 games for Dundee, 5 goals. How do you explain that you lease of life?
Back playing from the start, starting games, a bit of confidence. Last week, obviously scoring 2 goals gave me a bit of confidence to come here today and play well. And it's just a dream to score 3 goals.
Against your former club too?
Yeah, well, I said before the start to the boys that if anybody comes up along with Dundee, I'd like it to be Partick Thistle, because I played here and I've got good memories here. And I still hope it is them that comes up with Dundee.
There's something special about going to Hamilton last week, a former club, scoring twice in the first 5 minutes. Coming here, a former club, scoring 3 times in the first half. You get something against these teams?
No, I have not. It's just the chances came along and I was just in the right place at the right time. Every one of them was in the 6-yard box. They were quite easy chances to convert.
Have you set yourself any targets for the rest of the season?
No, that's one thing I don't do. I don't like to set myself up in case it backfires.
Back to private division though?
I'd like to think so, yeah, and give it a good crack this time. I never really got a chance with Dunfermline, so I'd like to give it a shot with Dundee.
Hope it goes well for you. Thanks very much.
Thanks very much, Jock.
Iain, did you believe in your wildest dreams you could come here and win so comfortably?
No, not so comfortably, Jock. I thought it would be a hard game, but I thought we were capable of coming and winning.
What was the key element in the first half that turned the game your way, do you think?
Well, I thought our attitude right from the start, because I don't have any worries about us playing football, but I think it's an attitude thing, and the players were determined, and they showed the same determination as last week. And also, as you said, you know, coming back so quickly after being a goal down twice.
Now, you had your new players, Iain McCall and Eddie Gallagher, who followed you from Dunfermline, contributing hugely to this performance. What has happened to Gallagher in particular?
Well, Eddie's worked really hard the 3 years he's been at Dunfermline. He's become a better professional, and at the end of it, it was, you know, competition with Cosma and O'Boyle, and I think you get into a rut, and all Eddie needed was a fresh start. And I'm just delighted that I've been able to go somewhere that I can give him that fresh start.
And for Iain McCall too, with that man-marking chore on him by Bobby Law. You took him off midway through the second half. What was the thinking behind that?
He's been struggling with a groin strain, and we knew that at least early in the game he could give us something different, you know, because he has a great quality. And as the game went on, we didn't really want to risk him.
You were also guilty, if I can say that, of the inspired substitution. Some criticism from the fans when McCall went off. What about Kevin Brennan?
Yeah, if McCall had got injured earlier, we might have got Kevin a hat-trick. But that was luck. I mean, it wasn't inspired. We were saving Iain, and Kevin's a great lad, great attitude, you know, and a smashing boy to have about the club. He's 33, coming up 34 now, and with 44 games, we've got to use him sparingly. And at that point in the game, with so much enthusiasm, you know, to come on, if you're losing, he lifts you. And if you're winning, he just puts icing on the cake.
Can you stay on top?
Well, we're capable of doing it, Jock, but we must approach every game the way we approached today's and last week's.
Well done, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Quite an afternoon at Fir Park, wasn't it? 6 goals to 2 it finished, and 2 very good wins now for Dundee in the last 2 weeks, Derek, which could be important for them.
It is, and but one to watch today, and arguably the second best game in Scotland today with 8 goals. You can't beat that, and you're right, 2 important games for Dundee. They beat Hamilton last week away, and then they've beaten Partick Thistle. That's a great result for Iain Munro.
That really does give them a boost. A lot of controversy about that free kick which led to Eddie Gallagher's first goal. This is a new FIFA ruling, of course. The keeper's only allowed 1 touch.
He certainly surprised me, Dougie. I mean, he's touched the ball there with his hands, and you're not allowed to touch it again. He's picked it up, and Douglas Hope right away has given the free kick, and really that's changed the game, because Partick Thistle have scored. They're 1-0 up. 2 minutes later that happens, you know, then they lose a goal again. So obviously John Lambie will not be happy with that circumstances with goalkeeper Andy Murdoch.
Eddie Gallagher's 3 goals. I don't think you could call any of them spectacular goals, but the classic case of being in the right place at the right time.
That's what it's all about. I mean, any good striker, I mean, he's only about 5'1", Eddie Gallagher, you know, so he's not going to score goals with his head. So he's got to be in and about people, and, you know, he's in first. He has got sharp reactions. He's proved that with the 2 or 3 clubs that he's been with. You know, you give him half a chance and he'll sneak it, and that's the best place to score, isn't it? You're only a yard out from the goal, and he's always finds himself a bit of space. I think Andy Murdoch will be disappointed with that one. I mean, that came a long, long way before it hit the post, and Eddie Gallagher about 3.5 centimetres out. Look, like, it's a shot there, but he's a bit slow getting down for it. He'll be disappointed, and there you look, 6 inches. Oh, I love them, do you? I didn't miss many of them, that's for sure.
You can miss-kick them in from there, can't you?
Here's another good sign, and Iain McCall as well. He's done a job for him, little clip on. Look, 4 yards out again. Nobody marking. I mean, you've got to look at the Thistle defence here as well. Somebody's got to be marking. As soon as the ball came over, there's a few players left wandering a wee bit. They've come off their men. They've left him with all the room in the world there, and he just turns the ball into the net.
Yeah, not a good day for the Thistle defence, and not a good day for Andy Murdoch, I think you would have to say. A day he'll want to forget, I would think.
I think Andy will want to forget today, but the defence certainly didn't give him any help, Dougie.
First Division boiling up very nicely indeed. In fact, looking at the other results in Division 1 today, there were a few goals around, in fact. Hamilton Accies scored 4, they beat Raith Rovers 4-1. Kilmarnock also scored 4 today, they were 4-0 up in Forfar, eventually won 4-2. Ali Mitchell and Ross Jack each scored twice for Killie. Gordon Winter scored both Forfar's goals. So Killie, in fact, are now on 23 points, along with Hamilton and Partick Thistle, 3 behind Dundee at the top. And Morton, who drew 1 each at Montrose today, are on 22 points. So it's boiling up very nicely indeed, Derek. Hard to pick the 2 who'll go up from that lot.
It is, you know, anyone is 6 in the First Division. It is always close, and it changes a lot at the top of the league to the 4th or 5th position, and I'm sure that's going to go to the last game. Let's hope so anyway.